It's Thursday. Today is deadlifts. Now, on Tuesday, I did bench, but after that, sometime yesterday, I ran out of memory on my camera and I ended up reformatting the card, thinking that there was nothing on there that I still needed. I had planned to pull the videos off of bench, edit them, and get those uploaded, but I'll just give you a brief summary. A week ago, I did 225 for 5 sets of 3. On Tuesday, I did 225 for 4 on the first set, and the next 4 sets were sets of 3. Now last week, there's no way that I could have gotten that 4th rep even on the first set. So it still is an improvement, and I'm hoping next week we can do 5 sets of 4 across the board. Okay, now for deadlifts. We're going to start warm-ups with 135. Now usually when I do deadlifts, even squats, but especially for deadlifts, and when I do rows, I use a limiter. And I run that pretty aggressively to cap the sound so it doesn't get too loud. Now, because of some of Spencer's comments about the sound that it makes, I'm not going to use any limiter today, so be prepared for some loud sounds while I'm doing some of these sets. That way you get a real feeling of what it feels like to be in this gym. Now, this is an upstairs floor. It is metal I-beam and cement construction. So even though it's an upstairs, it's very heavy duty. But because it is an upstairs floor, you do get that hollow sound that's in there from the floor bouncing and flexing and resonating. So it's pretty cool. So no limiter or compression for today. 225, 5. $315 for 1. Last week we did 405 for 5. So I have 410 on the bar today. I added 2.5s. Okay, we're going to stop at 4. Form was starting to slip. We'll hit 5 next week. So 60 for a warm up.
And how many will you do with that?
About 10.
Gotcha.
Somebody's coming up here with really muddy shoes every week. Right? Yeah, 100, 110, 120, 130, and finally get 140. Make sure my gym math is right. Sometimes it's off.
Yeah, I love gym math. That's why like, when you put the 35s on there, I'm like, I never use 35s.
Like,
That throws my gym math off.
it's like 135, 205, 225, yeah. It's like multiplication back in elementary.
Today's Friday. It's circuit training. But let's go back to yesterday a little bit. Too many people came up in the gym. There's 4 or 5 people that came up here. I stopped recording because I didn't have any place to put the camera, and I stopped narration. On the dumbbell rows, that was 140 pounds for a set of 10 on the left and on the right. So that was pretty good. Next week we'll go to 145. I'm not sure if I'll get 10 at 145. But if I only get 8, then the next week we'll do it again and we'll go for 10. So 5-pound increments are a lot for a 1-arm exercise. So today, Friday, is circuit training. 4 different exercises: band flies, and I did shoulder isometrics, dumbbell curls, and skull crushers. For the shoulder isometrics, I used 135 pounds. And for the dumbbell curls, I started right out in the first round with the 45s, because today I was only going to have enough time to do 2 rounds and being pressed for time a little bit. So in the first round, I believe I got 11. On the second round, I got 12. That wasn't recorded. We'll try and get that recorded for next week. Hopefully I can go up one more rep next week. And skull crushers, we moved up to 80 pounds. All right, that's going to be it. We'll see you on Monday for squats.